Hey, what's up guys, this is Josh here, and today we are taking a look at the DC Collectibles Red Hood and the Outlaws Arsenal action figure. Now before we take a look at Arsenal, let's take a quick look at the packaging. Here we got the same packaging as the other two. You can see it has Red Hood and the Outlaws up top. You can also see it on the inside card. It's got a red peel back. You can see DC Comics New 52 Arsenal action figure on the bottom. Got a nice silhouette of Arsenal. I like how he's looking at the arrow. I really like the silhouette. On the back you got a picture of Arsenal. You got a little write-up, and you got the rest of the Outlaws. You got Arsenal, you got Starfire, and you got Red Hood, which are great by the way. A little bit of info on the bottom. On the side you got a picture of the figure, and it is sculpted by Derek Miller. So good job to Derek Miller. But anyways, let's take a look at Arsenal himself, and I have to say that this figure does not disappoint. I think out of the three, Arsenal was the one I was looking most forward to, and I'd have to say that my expectations were met. This figure does not let me down. He's very sculpted. He's sculpted very well. He has a very good paint job. There's almost no paint flaws at all on this figure. The quality control is pretty good on him. But it might just be my figure. You might get a issue or two on yours. Hoping you don't. I hope you don't. I hope your figure is just as good as mine, if not better. But let's take a look at the detail. He looks very good. I really like the way his head is sculpted. If I had one gripe, it'd be the face. It looks a little slender, but it's not really noticeable. He has nice color hair. It's like an orangey color. He has nice shading going on as well. His hat is very nicely done. See, it's this kind of gray color with some black highlights here and there. He has some kind of design right there on his hat. What's cool about the hat is you could either have him wearing the hat backwards, or his hat is on a swivel, so you could swivel his hat around to where he's wearing it normally. And I also like how they include this little tuft of hair popping out the back of the hat. And yeah, so that's pretty cool that the hat is on a swivel and you could swivel it to where you want it. I can see why they put it on a swivel rather than make it removable, because they'd have to do some extra sculpting, and to me, I think if it was a removable hat, it would just look weird because it would look a little too big for the figure's head. So I'm pretty happy with the swivel feature they included with it. Moving down to his torso, again, the sculpting is really nice. You can see these nice gold lines here, or this nice gold design. These are all sculpted raised lines, by the way. It's not just painted on. You can see the sculpting going on the shoulder straps here for his quiver. There we go. Very nice. And what I like about this figure is he doesn't just have maybe 2 shades of red. He has like 3 to 4 different shades of red, and it's very, very well done. See, here's the quiver on the back. Now the arrows in the quivers, they're all one solid plastic. They're not removable at all, and there's also no space in either of the quivers to put quivers. There's no space in either of the quivers to put his spare arrow here that you get, but to me that's no big deal because he holds it in his hand, so I'm fine with that. He has a really nice sculpted belt. You can see the Arsenal symbol there on his belt. The pouches are nicely done with the black wash going on the pouches. His side quiver, I think, is the better of the two. The detail on it's way better than his back one. It is attached by these rubbery straps here. Be careful not to pull these off at all, because they are a little thin. But and it's not attached to his leg either, so it doesn't really hinder posability at all. He has nice gauntlets here, a nice metallic red. You can see the sculpting on the inside of the gauntlet. He comes with a couple tattoos, or he has a couple of tattoos. This kind of design here. Let's see if I can get a close up. If you could kind of make out what it says at the top on the banner. Me, I can't see it. It's still too small for my eyes, but I like it. It's a nice tattoo. On this arm, you could see it says poison. It has a little scorpion there. Focus. There we go. I really like that tattoo. He also has like this octopus skull thing here. I don't know. Looks a little weird with like these tentacle things coming out, but skull's nice. Going down his leg, his pants. I really like the creases and wrinkles he has in his pants. They look very clothes-like with all the different wrinkles there. He has nice metallic boots with the strap going back and more of that darker red. And the paint shading is really nice. He has black washes and shades everywhere. Looks fantastic. You can see even he has some shading going on in the toes, which is very nice. Again, the shoe part of the boot is in like that maroonish color. That's what I like. He has that shiny red, and then he has like the flatter red, and then he has like the maroonish color, and then he's got like the metallic red, and then with the gold. So he's got a lot of colors going on, and I really like that about the paint application and the detail. He does come with 2 accessories, as you can see. Comes with this single arrow, which pretty much if you don't have him holding it, then you kind of have to put it to the side, but he holds it fairly decent. You can see his right hand is kind of posed to where you can make him look like he's shooting the arrow, and then this hand is mainly sculpted open for him to hold the bow. You can, I guess, make him hold the bow in this hand, but again, it wouldn't look natural because the bow is meant to go in his left hand. But the bow is nice. It's nicely done. You can see it has this nice shape to it. It's in, again, that nice metallic red. He's got like a maroonish handle with more of that black shading going on in the handle. And then the string is like that that elasticy kind of string there. So it is like springy and elasticy. So you probably get him to hold the string with this hand and have him pull back the bow to where he's about to fire, which is very nice. And that pretty much wraps up the detail part. The sculpt and the detail, again, it may sound like a broken record, but it's pretty good, pretty fantastic. For articulation, he has a ball jointed head. It can go up and down, it can go side to side, and it has that rocker. He has a little bit of a rock to his head. He's got ball socket shoulders. He's got a swivel at the bicep, hinge at the elbow, and he's got a swivel at the beginning of the gauntlet there. Nothing in the wrists. Another little gripe is that it looks like he could have one, but he has no waist swivel, which is a bummer, but it doesn't bug me too much. Nothing in the abdominal, nothing in the torso section. Jeez, I'm having brain farts today. I can't talk. Jeez, man. But anyways, ball jointed hips. Nothing in the thighs. He's got a hinge at the knee, and he's got a boot swivel at the beginning of the boot, and he's got an ankle hinge. So not much articulation, but the articulation is not bad. Take a full body shot there. He looks great. Alright, for a couple comparisons, let's bring in Green Arrow here, because you know you're going to want to see him with Green Arrow. Here he is with Green Arrow, and they look great together. They complement each other very well. Green Arrow is a little bit taller, but maybe by just a little bit. Very good. Let's get him here. Put him over here, and let's bring in the other two members of Red Hood and the Outlaws, or the Outlaws I should say. And here they are, Red Hood and Starfire. And as you can see, all three look fantastic together. Me personally, if you're going to get one of the Outlaws, you kind of have to get the other two, because just look at that. That looks great. So far, I'm going to have to say that out of all the figures DC Collectibles has put out so far, these three are, I'm going to say it, they are among the best. They look fantastic. Their sculpts and their looks or whatever, they look great. I have no real complaints. Arsenal's paint applications and the details, the sculpt, they look fantastic. Starfire has one of the better female sculpts I've seen so far, and Red Hood is sculpted fantastic, and again, the details on Red Hood are fantastic. I'm glad to own all three, and this is how I will display them on my shelf. Let's take Starfire out of here. Let's take Red Hood out of here. But yeah, guys, that has been my review of the DC Collectibles Red Hood and the Outlaws Arsenal figure. If you're on the fence about getting this figure, I recommend you pick him up. He is a great figure. I don't think you'll be disappointed. If you don't know too much about the character and you only say want one of the figures from Red Hood and the Outlaws, and this ain't one of the figures for you, then you could pass on. It's your decision, your money. You could do what you want with it. Thanks for the support as always. Feel free to subscribe if you want to. Feel free to comment. I love reading comments. I like responding to the comments. I just like knowing what you guys think in general. Even if it's a negative comment, hey, I'll take it. Like the video if you liked it, and you know what? Stay tuned for more. Alright guys, take care.